All right, so in today's video, which I'm not sure when you'll be watching, our son, who is 10 months old, has a high chair that you probably can't see, but it's all the way back there. So this has got to come out, and I got to do some sort of cleanup here because we got to get the truck in here, because the lift kit was in Rob's truck. So now I finally got it, and I want to just start working on that to show you how to put a lift in there. It's very exciting. I want to reclaim my garage because let's just take you for a tour. So when you walk in, tires, which is great, I'll put them to work. 155 65 14. Shout out to Dimitri, killer deal on that. And then I just have all these things that are just like, wow. Got these VXs. I got the wheels for Project Acti. I got a bike. I got just too much junk that takes up too much space in my garage, and it's like driving me insane because I can be working inside my garage because the depth, I'm not sure if you can tell, but I have space to be able to maneuver, but I don't have space to be able to maneuver. Now if that doesn't make sense, it just means I have a lot of junk and I got to just get rid of a lot of junk. Also have another set of tires that came with another set of rims. I think those were originally on the Speed Stars, but they're too big to do anything with. So I have a set of tires that I can do something with, but I can't. And then I have all the parts from Project Acti and parts that I got for stuff that I got from Sabi. I have lowering springs or something. It's just a lot. Last year I was able to, make this rack, and believe it or not, all those bins are filled. So if you're seeing this and you're like, holy cow, Mendy, what's going on? Yeah, exactly. But like my jack is here. And so if I scoot the truck all the way over to that side, if I clear some space here, I can lift up this side, do the lift on this side, and then scoot it this way or pull it in the other way. I can do what I need to do. But the other reason I haven't really done anything is because the weather's been really crappy, and it's just kind of hard to do that. It's very depressing. I'm not going to lie. I'll be the first to tell you mental instability is a big thing with the weather, and it's hit me hard this year, and it sucks. But now I'm trying to get back into the rhythm. It's actually like nice weather out with the sun, but then I also want to be able to work in here. But this is still here, and it's not that Rob was like, oh, I'll take this back home, and it's like, that's not it. It's, if somebody wants to see it, it's here. It's readily available. It is still available. I think I have the price listed for $29.5. Probably going to drop it down to $29. I want this thing to move, not to get it out of the garage, but that's definitely a plus, but because it's such a cool truck that it belongs on somebody's business to sell their stuff and make their business out of. I even toyed with the idea with Rob. I was like, you know what? If this doesn't sell by the springtime, then I should just market it as a way for people to do pop-ups with it. So if you want to just sell things out of it at an event, I could drive it to you. You could set up shop, and then I could bring it back home and all that. So I'm toying with so many ideas. But anyways, for now, I got to just get these to be under it. I got to pull this out and then fix what's in here, and then maybe in this video I'll do the lift on that. I'm not quite sure. It's kind of later in the day, but that's the beauty of having a garage, is that you can close the door and do what you got to do. So I guess stay tuned for what's to come after I move this thing out of the way. I will say, if your garage looks like this, I feel your pain. I'm there with you. I wish I had time, if you're local to me, to help you clean up your mess or your garage. But I know that this isn't just isolated to me. I know that this happens to everybody, and so I feel your pain. You're not alone. It's okay. Spring's around the corner, so this means we got to get rid of a lot of stuff. But there's a lot of things that I just got to talk. So I know we haven't driven this in about a week, so it is carbureted. First key start right there. So that should tell you everything if you're interested in this thing. Granted, I guess it has been sitting in the garage, so let's get this pulled out. And just like that, the truck's out. Moved out of the way. Now I can kind of assess the situation here and move things. Fortunately, my plan didn't work out as intended, to drive right over these, because the pumpkin kind of would hit on the tire. So yeah, it'll work. I think I'll be able to restock these somewhere else where I can move them. These are being saved for one of the two midgets that I have coming on the next ship, because I think Speed Stars are actually really baller wheels. So one of the one of the midgets eventually will get this. And then I also have a ton of Raptor liner that I have to do something with. Haven't figured out what. And then I have tow bars too. If anybody wants a tow bar, let me know. I'll either give it to you for free or for a really good deal. But they were for a Wrangler, and then they were also for our roller toadster, which was a Scion XB. And I have 2 of them, if I'm not mistaken. 2 tow bars. Yeah, I have that one over there and that one over here. So if you want them, let me know. All right, so cleaning up. The cars are out. Finally getting to the back here. I've been posting up on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you do, because moments like this is where you'll get the deals before YouTube, just because I don't know when I'm going to post this video up on YouTube. But if it still happens to be, if you're watching this video and you see something that I'm about to show you, just let me know. If it's still available, I'll honor that price, obviously, because if you don't follow me on YouTube, I shouldn't, it's not your fault. You shouldn't, but now you know, so make sure you follow me. But there was a lot of goodies that I had here. I have power chambers, which I do not know what it fits. On my Instagram price, it's at $150 shipped. This is kind of a gamble. If you have a K car, it might fit, it may not fit, but that's shipped. There's more power chambers. I think there was a full-size spec one that was blue. That's $30 shipped. A regular red one shipped for $30. And then I have this other power chamber. Again, I don't know what K car it fits, but it does have another additional hose, and it is K spec size. So for this, 150 with another red power chamber filter, and it'll have the ring, obviously. I'm doing glow plates. If I'm not sold out by the time you see this video, I do have these, I think, on my website for $200 shipped, but I'm dropping the price because I'm going back to Japan. $150 shipped. You can see all these on my website. If you're interested in these, just shoot me a message on Instagram. Like I said, I don't know by the time this video posts, but there's LED backers. One of them goes white and red, and then the rest are like yellow. These are kind of rare backers that you don't see all that often. And then I have just the regular LED backers like this. I only have 9 left, and I have 13 plates, so it's more like while supplies last. So if you're watching this video and you're interested in any of these, I even have K-Specs plate size, and then one of these. I think this one I was asking $75 for. I think somebody wanted it, but it's cool. It's 1111, and then it's Tokyo 2020. And then I also did these flares. I did $10 shipped with batteries. So these are kind of cool because they don't usually make them from Japan to here. Sometimes people do get lucky and they do get them. So I think I had 10 of these available. So $10 each one. If you buy 2, I'll do it for $15. But I'm just trying to clean out the hoard, get rid of stuff so that I can fit cars in here ultimately. But then also, I'm going back to Japan. So in Japan, I want to have money to be able to bring more stuff back. And some of these things I'm actually going to take a hit for, because I probably bought this power chamber close to what I'm listing it for. By the time I got it shipped here and everything, it's probably going to be close to that. And if you've ordered from me in the past, you'll know that if I have goodies, I'm not afraid to share goodies with others. So I do have cookies that came from Japan. There's that. Maybe depending on how things go and start to sell, you might get one of these for free. I still do have the brand new ones. Oh, I also had these little like bouncy cup holders. I said $10 shipped. This one happens to have a little tab, and then I have the ones without the tabs, $10 shipped. Again, anything that you've seen in the video, if I still have it available, let me know. I also have shirts, but I'll have to post these up later on what sizes I have left for these. I'm trying to run another merch. What do you say this? Like do another merch run where I do shirts. Working on with somebody. If you're a creator and you think you want to work with me to help me design cool shirts for merch, reach out. I definitely obviously could hook you up with goodies, obviously pay you, or if you want something, if you want help in importing a car, more than willing to work with people. So would love to get more shirts made, hoodies, and other cool things so that I can put them on my website to generate another income, because people obviously love to support me which way they can, and I appreciate that. But just trying to clean this up. Have these VXs, have these Speed Stars, have this Recaro seat. There's just too much. I got to get rid of stuff. Got to make room for more. I even have these, which is 4x everything K-spec size wheels, in case somebody didn't want, if I put rims on a car and they didn't want them, You could have these. I have this Pajero Mini gas tank with a fuel pump in it. I want to get rid of it. If you're in Connecticut, obviously I can't really ship this. But if you're in the tri-state area, I should say, and you're interested in this, shoot me a message. It's got everything. I think they just cut the breather hose and that's it. But I need to get rid of this because I don't want it in my garage. I even got to get rid of my bike. I love it. I ride it in the summer, but it's too much to hold on to things here. Same thing with my kids' accessories. There's a lot. I don't think that in this video I'm going to get to put the truck in here just because of the time that it is. I'm trying to just get rid of stuff right now and just clean up. So I think probably the next video you'll see the truck coming in here and getting worked on. That's what I'm trying to do this all for. I'll probably show you some more stuff. I don't know that I'll end the video here, but hopefully by the time I end the video, I'll be able to pull a truck in, one of the trucks in, and have space. Really, the reality why I started all this was because I needed to get to this high chair and I got sidetracked, but now I got to move this high chair out of the way and go back about my way. Figured I should update because I've been working and getting rid of the hoard both on Instagram and kind of talking about it here, but finally cleared some space there. This space here, it's probably gonna just have to, I'm gonna have to maybe live with it or whatever, but finally cleared that out. This eventually will make it further back. This now allows me to really put the truck in and, like I said, work maybe on that side, which I might end up doing tonight, depending. As you can see, it's kind of dark out already, and I think it's like 5 o'clock. Oh, it's actually 6 p.m. here, so if I work into the night, maybe I'll do it. If not, then I'll pick back up in the morning, and you'll probably see the morning. But either way, now I can actually store things in peace, and now I know that I don't have to just keep piling stuff up there, because that's what was happening. It's all back there now. Eventually everything's got to go. Like, these car seats are up for free, so eventually if they don't go, they'll end up in the dumpster. I hate doing that. I hate being so wasteful where we have to throw stuff out, because that's what this world is now. It's just full of waste. But that might also fit on the Alto. I was told this for some Alto, maybe it was for something else. This is for what's it called? I pulled it out for the customer that's buying the Atrai Wagon Classic. Some carpet for them to put there if they want it. And then there's just other things that eventually will start to leave. It's funny, I have a bucket of just full of rags, and then I have a welder. I gotta get rid of this water cooler. All right, so the truck's back in here. I had this light on my door, but unfortunately the food truck's too tall. I think when I put something else that's shorter, once this is finally gone, it'll be better. I'm a little crooked. I wish I would have pulled that in a little bit better. The booty could have gone a little bit more that way, and I could have been tighter. But this is a huge step, literally. But you can tell this is pretty tight back here. So if you're wondering if the food truck fits inside of a garage, it's pretty tight. It does. But yeah, like I said, I got to get rid of this. Got to get rid of these 2 car seats. And then that kind of dwindles it down. So those rooms eventually got to go. There's a bunch of stuff that just got to go. These water things, along with this water cooler, hopefully will be going very soon. So as soon as I start to dwindle down on things, I could probably, I think, it's probably crazy, but I think if I didn't have anything back there, I could probably fit 2 K cars in here, because I still got a ton of room in the front to be able to do, probably like inch it up. But anyways, this is probably where I'll end today. I wish I could have gotten to the lift, but clearly doing all this other stuff didn't get me to the lift. So I don't think I'll end the video here. I'll probably make more to the video on doing the lift, and then we'll go from there. Also, the hoard of things is dwindling down. My box of orders is going. If you wanted any of the flares or any of the cup holder things, hate to say it, they're gone. I know, I wish I could like post things right away on YouTube, but again, if you want more day-to-day stuff like right away, go follow me on YouTube, MendyImports on YouTube. Not YouTube, sorry. Instagram, MendyImports on Instagram. And then that way you can keep up with the day-to-day stuff. So if you wanted some of those crazy good deals, you would have been able to get them. All right, I think this video for yesterday and today is going to be kind of a hosh-posh video. Just because I wanted to get the high jet in here and do the lift, but it's not looking like I'll be able to do that. Nick's coming. Nick from Way Before the Fame is coming from New York. He's headed this way. We're going to work on his Alto, so maybe I'll show some footage of that. But as you can see, the red Alto is in here, and there's ample working room. I keep pulling in weirdly, so Should have pulled in a little bit more. Had to take the LED light off yesterday because the truck didn't fit in here. But maybe I'll put that back up so I can get some more lighting. But now at least I got some working area. Thankfully enough, stroller's gone. The 2 car seats I had are gone. More things got to go eventually. They'll just start to kind of dwindle away as I start to get rid of the hoard. But talking a lot, I'm going to try and get the spark plugs off of this before Nick gets here. So that way I can see if... I might have a set of spark plugs here that work for it. If not, then we'll either try the parts store or we will try and see if the ones Nick has coming will work as well. So for now, try and dig into this. It's doing this weird thing where it almost feels like it's misfiring, but I don't know if it's actually misfiring. But this is a little cool car that should be a rocket, and it's not quite there yet. I'd rather be honest with you guys and tell you the truth than to beat around the bush and try and hide things. It does have the coolant temperature gauge over here and everything, so I mean it should be firing perfectly, but it's not. So I'm gonna dig into it and let you know what I find. All right, so we're digging right into it. I don't know if you guys knew, but in my past life, not my past life, but before I started MendyImports, I was a full-time mechanic. I wasn't like a head tech of a shop or anything like that, but I worked for a shop for like 2 years, invested some money in some tools, as you can tell, and then just kind of decided, you know what, a shop life is just too much. So yeah, I mean, I invested a decent amount of money in tools so that I have what I need. They're icons. I have some strap-on stuff that is kind of expensive, but most of my sockets are impact. And I do have this nice fancy Mac thing for spark plugs in situations like this. But I was looking, and I think I might actually have the spark plugs that I need. They're here. So we're gonna take this apart and look at the spark plugs and see what we can find from them. And hopefully that's the only issue with this. They call this the bread loaf because it looks like a bread of loaf, or loaf of bread. So they actually don't look terrible. They look like they might have been replaced not too long ago. I should say that one didn't look terrible. Let's see about these other two. These don't look all that terrible either, but I think I do have them. Let me see what I got and if they compare to them. So I do happen to have them. The ones that it had on it are iridiums. The ones that I happen to have are NGKRs. So we'll give these a try, see if it makes a difference while driving. I'll definitely hang on to these because I think they're still okay. But I've heard that iridium plugs tend to be a little bit bipolar, where sometimes they just act up. I did drop it, and I bent the crap out of it, so I'll have to make sure that they're gapped correctly. Get this on and go from there. All right, so spark plugs are in. I did just notice something. I don't know if this was done by Nate or by somebody else before Nate, but let me try and show you what I'm talking about. You see this hose? That hose looks pretty OEM, and this one does not. It looks like it's too big of a hose for this area. Like it should be tighter than this. And so I think I'm getting the boost leak from here because these seem to be okay. Seem to be pretty tight. But yeah, I'm just wondering where the heck the boost leak is coming from, because all these lines look like they've been replaced, but this looks to be like it's a culprit and why it's running so junky. So I'm going to put an 8mm to these to see if it'll tighten them up and then kind of take it for a spin. Nick should be around the corner, so I'll probably wait for that and then kind of go from there. Yeah, these were pretty loose. I don't think that this will be the fix. I think getting the correct hose for this will be the fix. So maybe I'll get with Nick to see, because I think he said he might have these. I think he said he might have ordered some of these from Bai. So if he did, and he has his old ones, I think I'll want to throw the old one in. I should figure out a way to get an intake in this car, because it would make it so much more fun than... I'm not saying it's not fun right now, but with a blow-off valve and an intake, I think it would just go like... Whew, even better. So eventually I'll get to that. Maybe I'll order that. If I have to order this hose, I'm definitely going to look to see if I can get an intake. But it all depends on how long it takes for all these things to get here. But I think that is the issue with the boost leak. So I'm going to look further. Again, when Nick gets here, we'll drive it and go from there. So it's a couple hours later. We're working on Nick's car. Now we are taking the Atrai Wagon Classic, and it's actually getting delivered to its new owner. We're headed to Monroe, Connecticut. They actually, shout out to them, Bee's Knees. They make ice cream, like ice pops, which is really cool. So their plan is to be able to use this with their business. the second one they've bought from me, so shout out to them. Absolutely love this van, so I think they'll be very happy with it. It's 4-wheel drive, turbo, and it's pretty awesome. So right now we're headed there. Nick's behind me in the Honda Z, and I'm in the Wagon Classic over here. And we're just sitting in rush hour traffic on the Merritt Parkway. So I'll kind of update you there. I think this will be kind of just a hodgepodge video at the end, so I apologize for that, but not really. I mean, you kind of get to see what happens in the MendyImports world. Love it or hate it, that's what we do. That's pretty cool. That's the first one they bought. This is the second one they're buying. It's pretty cool that they're adding it to the fleet. Always love delivering a car to Bee's Knees. Check them out if you don't. They'll be bigger when the summer comes and the hotter days, but you saw it, they got 2 now. Maybe they'll buy more. We dropped the car off. We're back in the MendyImports garage. We're putting this car to the test to see what the rollover rate is on it. So now we're gonna roll the fender. This fender looks like and feels like it's already been rolled.
The other side too. It's just the back.
Yeah, it's just the rears. Actually been rolled already, believe it or not.
Needs to be rolled more.
Yeah, so we're gonna try and roll these out more because he's gonna try and fit these. Have you decided which ones you're gonna put in the front?
No, it's gonna be, each side is gonna have a color.
Oh, so like which side's gonna be on the right? Like the nice one?
Yeah, I probably put the red one on the right.
Okay. Those reds would go hard on mine, by the way. These.
Yeah, they would. It would be all red though.
I know. It's like the red theme. This looks sick, by the way. Also,
I gotta find the boost link too.
I know. I also broke his bumper really bad.
Yeah.
The jack fell and slipped and took the bumper out. Let's get under here and start rolling these fenders. Alright, so it's his first time driving on the new wheels and tire setup. See if it rubs. I guess these bumps will tell us. Back up and then come over this way. Sounds like it might have rubbed. Attempt number 2. It's with all 4 wheels. Sounded like a little bit of rub, but not too bad. So this is probably where I'll end the video, but got wheels on Nick's car. Strut bar was kind of an L because it didn't work all that well.
Yeah, lowercase L.
Lowercase L. The rears rub when I ride, but that's just because I'm a fat ass and I'm a big guy. We'll see.
I think they're gonna rub with me too, honestly.
With you?
Yeah.
They might with the wheels in the back there, but we'll see.
The highlight is still this time.
Yeah, that's sick.
This is what you call attention to detail, like that.
Facts. So yeah, I guess I'll end the video there. We're gonna go get some dinner. We're gonna go for a drive. He's gonna take the Alto. I'll take the food truck. We'll go get some dinner. I guess I'll catch you guys on the next one.